Hey guys, what is going on? Payne here once again, and welcome back to another episode of my Swansea career on FIFA 14. We're so close to the end of the season, just 6 games remaining in the Premier League, and we're going to go through the majority of those in this video. As you can see by the league table there, we are 6 points behind Liverpool, who are in 4th in that position for Champions League football for next season. But there is 6 games remaining. We can pick up a total of 18 points if we was to go on a run, keep that momentum going, and obviously win every single game to the end of the season. That's my main focus, to win every game. It's going to be difficult if we're going to be facing the likes of Everton away from home and Newcastle as well. And in a way, getting knocked out of the Europa League and also the FA Cup has kind of helped us out a bit, because obviously it's freed up days in the calendar, so we're not going to be playing games midweek. We're having to wait until the weekend, so fitness is key. It's going to help us out a lot if we can have our top players starting pretty much every game now till the end of the season. So Swansea's first fixture of what I hoped would be the start of our unbeatable run till the end of the season would be played at Goodison Park against Everton. As you've just seen on the league table, Everton not doing so well this season. They find themselves mid-table in 10th position. So I was confident that we could walk away with those 3 points here at Goodison Park. Their recent performances haven't been the best. They haven't been winning those games that they need to be. And tensions were running high in this fixture. Both teams need to pick up those 3 points. They're going to be working their ass off. And it didn't help matters when Leon Britton came in and fouled Kone, who went down in the penalty area. Referee comes in, penalty. Leighton Baines to step up for Everton. Can Michel Vorm pull off a decent save just under half an hour gone of this game? Baines went to the left and Vorm got a hand to that, just pounding it away. So after that threatening opportunity, we pretty much served Everton a goal on a silver platter there, but Leighton Baines, unfortunate for Everton not to be putting them into the lead. So now we had to buckle up. We had to sort this out, roll up our sleeves and get to work. Michu with a decent chance, but Tim Howard managed to come out there, make himself big, trying to put Michu off the ball. And he succeeded with that. The game's still 0-0. There was still plenty of time though in this game to try and come up with something, try and create something, get something going for this Swansea side. And that's exactly what happened. Bonny seeked out Zaha with a perfect through ball pass. Zaha connected with it, swooped past Jagielka with ease, and with his left foot just wrapped it round, smacked that ball into the bottom corner, beating Tim Howard. And we go on to beat Everton 1-0 at Goodison Park. It may be 1-0, but we're unbeaten at the moment with 5 games remaining. There is the league table as it stands after that game against Everton, and I was so happy when I saw the league table after that one. Just look at that. Liverpool with 3 games remaining of the season, and we are now 3 points behind them. We can do this. We've still got 5 games remaining. We just have to make sure that we can take advantage of that. So anyway, moving on, as the season is almost at an end, I thought to myself, well, let's start planning ahead for that summer transfer window, which is going to be opening very soon. And I'm probably going to be given a budget of something like 20 million, according to some of you guys in previous videos in the comments section. So yeah, I thought I'd send out a couple of scouts here and there across Europe, see if they could find me maybe 1 or 2 first team quality players that I could bring in and replace the likes of Zaha, Butner and Romeo, who will all be returning to their other clubs once the season comes to an end. I've got that decision to make still. Do I try and sign them up, all 3 players up on a permanent deal at Swansea, or do I move on, try and freshen up the squad for next season? As it stands, I'm currently thinking the latter. Don't get me wrong though, Zaha, Butner, Romeo, they've been pretty much of a godsend to this Swansea side this season. I don't think without them we would be in the position that we find ourselves in the league now, battling it out with Liverpool for Champions League football for next season. Who would have thought it? But they've come in, they've helped us out so much, and I'm appreciative of that support. But I think it's time for a fresh new look to this Swansea side for next season, especially if we're in the Champions League. It is a bit of a tough decision, I know. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, what you think of that. Should I try and sign those 3 up on a permanent deal, or should I just move on? As you've just seen as well, Aston Villa did lose to my Swansea side at the Liberty Stadium. We managed to overcome them. Yes, it was 1-0, but at the moment it doesn't really matter about what the result is as long as we can overtake Liverpool in the league. That's my main focus now. And as you've just seen on the league table as well, we're still 3 points behind them, but they've only got 2 games remaining of their season. We've still got 4 to go, so we know what we have to do. We have to take the ball by the horns and just go for it. We can't afford to slip up now. It's too late in the season. If we slip up, say goodbye to Champions League for next season. Our next fixture in the Premier League was to be played at home once again, so it's kind of working in our advantage against West Bromwich Albion. Romeo, there he is again, the main player, the main key to that attack from Swansea, with that through ball pass straight down the centre, picks out Alvaro, who will of course be returning as well to his mother club at the end of this season. Swansea did manage to walk away as winners. Yes, I know the full-time score was 1-0 once again, but at the moment I'm not really fussed about the final score as long as we get those 3 points. And as it stands, I'm doing what I said I wanted to do by going on an unbeaten run all the way to the end now in the Premier League, and we're doing that. 3 games unbeaten and just 3 games remaining. But it just gets harder from here. Our next game in the Premier League was at home, so that's kind of cool, but it's against Southampton. Last time out against Southampton in the Premier League at St Mary's, we lost. We dropped all 3 points there. So we had to make sure that we could come up with the goods in front of the home fans and of course continue our unbeaten run. But with just 14 or 15 minutes gone of this game, Asfaldo, with a shot to the heart of Swansea fans, made it 1-0 to Southampton. We had to wait until the second half before another chance could come our way. Lamar, another low knee at Swansea, made his chance pay off and got that equaliser right on the hour mark. Thank God he scored that goal, because if he didn't, I don't think we probably would have walked away with anything from this game. I think Southampton would have probably held on to that 1-0 and just basically shut up shop in the back 4 with tight marking, making sure that we didn't work our way through. But thankfully we saw that opportunity arise and we just took it. Leon Britton with an ambitious shot way outside the box, about 31 yards out. Went to seek out that bottom corner. It looked like it was going to creep in, but it just goes wide for a goal kick. We had to build from here, and I thought Cañas would have got a free kick there, maybe even a penalty, as he was heading inside the box there. But the referee just said play on. That's it. So the game ends 1-1 at the Liberty Stadium. Still unbeaten, but it's not 3 points. We only pick up a point there, but I was happy to see this. Swansea City in 4th for the first time this season, with just a point above Liverpool. Can this Swansea side hold on to that position? That's the question that remains in the balance. Only 2 games remaining for both teams, Liverpool and Swansea. And our next one was to be played away against Newcastle United. A bit earlier in the season, it was Swansea and Newcastle United trying to battle it out by trying to get higher in the league table. Now they've fallen down to 9th, and we managed to pull away from them eventually. But playing at St James's Park, you could just tell that they wanted to win this game and maybe get a little bit of revenge after what happened in the league earlier on in the season. And with just 7 minutes gone of the game, not even 10 minutes gone, one of my players went down in Newcastle's penalty area. Cisse was offside there, but Form came out to save us, but the ref had to call back the play so I could deal with Matip. And as you'll see here now, medial collateral ligament he picked up. I had to replace him with Neil Taylor. I know he's not a centre-back, but he had to come in. I don't really have another centre-back, so that's a position I need to fill come the summer, try and strengthen that. But Matip injured again, that's the second time, and he'll probably miss the end of the season now. With just 1 game remaining, he'll probably miss that game, unfortunately. Such a huge blow, because Matip, whenever he's played for Swansea, when he's at full fitness, when he's not injured, he is a very effective player. His positioning is brilliant. He's always in the right place at the right time, and he is a pretty tall player, very physical, and that's probably why he's picking up so many injuries. You know, when we have a set piece, he always wants to be there in the mix of things, So Matip, he will be missed for Swansea. I'm just hoping that he's not going to be out now for something silly like 5-6 months, so he misses the start of next season. Don't need that happening. Right on the stroke of half-time against Newcastle. This happens to me again. This has to be the second time this has happened to me. Krul came running out with the ball after receiving it from one of his centre-halves. And he just comes running out with no purpose behind it. If I was to have let him run on, he probably would have just ran that one out for a throw-in. I did take advantage of it. I know it's cheap, but what is going on there? I hope, if that is a glitch, I hope they try and patch that up. I'm just shocked watching it, to be honest, because I've never had anything like that happen to me. A goalkeeper just running out willy-nilly, you know, with the ball at his feet, thinking, oh, I'm happy as can be, I'll just give the ball to Swansea. So we went in at half-time 1-0 up at St James's Park in the driver's seat, but this happened. Cisse got the equaliser, so in a way it was fair enough. I wasn't too fussed when that went in because I felt kind of bad after taking advantage of Krul coming out. So both teams were back on level terms at St James's Park right on the 60th minute, right on the hour mark, so we had about 30 minutes to play with, see if we can put ourselves into the lead. Hopefully Krul doesn't come running out with the ball again. Bonnie finds Lamar, but there was no support whatsoever. Shelby Bonnie came into the box too late, as I had already turned on it after being put under pressure by some of the Newcastle players like Debussy. And I did take a shot. We got a corner from that, and Ashley Williams, captain for Swansea, with the header, was saved by Tim Krul. Game still 1-1 right in the last second. Could we get a second goal? Lamar down the left wing, swinging in a decent cross. Santon for Newcastle got to the ball just in time with a bicycle kick, clearing that one. And they were on the counter-attack. Ben Arthur was through on goal. Thankfully, I decided to bring out Michel Vorm, and the referee eventually blows the whistle for the final time. It was indeed another 1-1 draw. It's not looking too good at the moment, especially if Liverpool pick up a win in their last game of the Premier League season. We will be playing Sunderland away from home. That'll be the next video. It'll be the full game live commentary. Will Swansea be able to qualify for the Champions League next season? It's going to be tense on the final day of the Premier League season. Thanks for watching, guys.